Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
In motion left goes a tight end. Play action. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Tucker's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Jackson on the give to Dalvin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Jackson going to keep it running right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Jackson on first down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the flag thrown for the contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's the penalty.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talked about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And a short gain down to about the 33. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going for.